This week on Just Relentless. We are heading to the heart of mule deer country in hopes of punching my tag on my very first archery mule deer.
After the success we found in our first season, we thought we'd be able to carry that momentum into the following year. Little did we know, Mother Nature had other ideas and was going to give us a reality check in a big way.
With the way things were in the world adding on to the challenge of hunting itself, this year made us dig down deep and see just what we are made of. I feel like an old man. I have to go inside to pay.
Oh, I wasn't recording the whole time.
Are you serious?
It's being weird. I don't know why the batteries... Just say something cool.
Well, I'm done.
Oopsie.
Yeah. So, we're just finishing fueling up here at Bigger. We still got a couple hour drive left ahead of us. We're in the town where the world record whitetail, it's the hometown of where it was shot by. And it's actually kind of cool. They have like a full-blown statue of it, and it's pretty neat to see. On their sign it says, "New York is big, but this is bigger." It ain't bigger. But got a couple more hours to go left, and then we're gonna be in mule deer country, the heart of mule deer country. So we're gonna hop in the truck and make a few more miles. Now this hunt is a hunt that I've been looking forward to ever since I could remember. This is my first time hunting with my brother, who lives in the heart of mule deer country in southern Saskatchewan. So with Brett living 6 hours away, we don't get to see him very often. So when we do, we make the most of it. Growing up, my brother Leaf and I used to idolize Brett. He was a cowboy, a team roper, everything that we wanted to be. Both of us, all we wanted to be when we grew up was to be like our brother Brett. Not only is he one heck of a cowboy, but he is also a very accomplished bow hunter. Brett has shot more Boone and Crockett mule deer than you could shake a stick at. So this week, I'm going to be soaking up as much information and learning from one of the best.
I think let's put a stalk on him. If we can. Let's spend some time with this guy. We'll get up close, and if we don't like him, we'll let him go. Okay?
Okay.
We watched this buck fall, but that is just one of the true joys in life, is trailing a bud trail. He's over there somewhere, but this is nice. This is part of the hunt, and I love it.
The one thing I've always admired about Brett is that he never takes anything for granted. He always seems to find the joy in everything. Whether it was a successful or a failed stalk, it doesn't matter to him. He's out there experiencing God's great creations, learning from these animals so that he can be even more successful. That's really nice.
Are they going down into that bottom?
They're in that. Oh, hello.
So those guys all went around the corner, hey?
Yeah, they haven't all, I think, quite made it there yet.
That's the thing though, like with the wind, because normally you could follow them in there and sit up on that dam head. And I guess maybe if you're on the north end of that dam head, you could still spot them, but you bump that other buck, so you're kind of screwed, to be honest. What a beautiful day though, eh?
What a beautiful day. Now our morning started off a little slower than usual. We were seeing lots of deer, but nothing of really any size. So Brett figured we had to go check out one coulee, a coulee in particular that he calls Eleanor. Brett had picked out a really nice buck for me. This buck was really wide with a whole bunch of junk. He was on this buck early on in the year, but his little girl Shane decided that they needed a buck with velvet instead, so they passed him up. Thank you, Shane. This buck is a buck of my dreams. This buck bedded down in this coulee. This is a buck that Brett has had eyes on early on this season. Absolutely gorgeous buck. Got some junk all over. He's in a pretty decent spot. Brett knows this area a lot better than me, so he's going to be right there with me, pretty much trying to figure out how we're going to do it.
This is my Eleanor, this coulee. I've had a lot of big bucks here, and like 2 more solid bucks over 200 in this coulee, bedded in this exact same spot. And I can always feel it. And so I was happy to see this buck here, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit like, this coulee. And it's not a very big one, but it's just the way that they sit up. Like they sit up about 10 feet up over the hill, or like 10 feet up from the bottom, and they can just, their field of view is amazing. And you think you're invisible, but they see you underneath the branches. There's a reason why the big bucks come here to sleep.
Now with Brett knowing this coulee like the back of his hand, it was a no-brainer that he was going to walk in with me. Having Brett walk in first, he was able to pick all the trails coming in to make sure that we were not seen by this buck. And we were able to sneak right into 20 yards and get settled right in. Now the one thing about bow hunting mule deer is you can have a plan, and that can all change in a blink of an eye. There are no words. I hit this deer high. I misranged him, and I hit him high. We spent the entire rest of the day looking for his blood trail. We were on our hands and knees, looking for any sign possible. We tracked this deer for miles, but to no avail. His blood trail ran up dry, and we were left wondering, where did he go?
What's that? I don't know, man. Like he's twisted right there.
I know.
He levels out that shot. Looks like, I don't.
That's the part right there. So as soon as he stretches out, so as soon as he compresses in, I'll open her that friggin' wide.
This is his ribcage.
Yep.
Right here.
Yep. You can see the backside of his ribcage
I
goes right down just like
know.
that.
If you didn't pierce that diaphragm, you can't. I don't know. That's a tough one.
At that picture right there, it looks a lot lower than what I thought it was. At first I thought we were just underneath.
So where is it?
His ribcage is over here.
Yeah. Keep going. Let's see. That's a lot of back.
That was a freaking awesome deer. We spent the entire rest of this trip looking for that deer. We covered every square inch of land that we found possible. We checked watering holes. We checked bedding areas. And there was nothing. In the back of my mind, I wondered, is this buck still alive? Or did he go to Hell's Half Acre to the other side of the planet? I didn't know. And it was going to eat me until I found him. Even after another trip down there and still coming up with nothing, I knew in the back of my mind this buck was gone. I missed my opportunity, and I would never see this deer again.
There's an old Spanish proverb, and it goes something like this: the greatest hunter is one that walks a lot and shoots a little. And Caleb might have experienced the inverse of this while bow hunting, where he shot a little high and had to walk a lot. The shot wasn't that great. It was the deer the buck kind of ducked the shot a bit, but it's just one of those things. It's bow hunting, right? You don't always make the exact perfect shot. And but to Caleb's credit, I gotta tell you, he covered this country in a big way. He was on his hands and knees, crawling through the grass, through the cactus. No shame to him on how much effort he put into trying to find this buck. He put in a way more than average effort, let's say. So it's the next summer, just before July long, and my neighbor
just called, and he had seen the pictures from last year, and he thinks he found the buck that Caleb shot. He was by a watering hole, like literally the one watering hole that didn't get covered. And so we're gonna, it's 10 o'clock at night, but I gotta zip over there. I gotta get my eyes on this buck. Hopefully, it looks like the same buck. So I'm certain it just about is. So anyways, let's go see if we can get Caleb's buck for him.
Oh man, that is so cool. I can't believe it. I honestly couldn't. Not gonna lie, at some point there, I was actually completely lost all hope that he was dead.
Yeah, he snuck around to the one place that literally, I'm pretty sure, that we didn't check, but
Yep.
no, good.
That's wild.
Okay.
That's just unreal. I can sleep now.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's just
nice to have that closure.
there. That is just to have that closure is just fantastic. All right, buddy. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you taking me out there and everything, buddy. Yeah. So I really appreciate you taking me out there and giving me an opportunity at that deer. All right, buddy. Yeah, me too. All right, buddy. Bye. Thankfully, that landowner was gracious enough to give me the head to that deer, and I'm able to slap my tag on it and complete this story. This is a story that I will remember for the rest of my life. It was a hunt of a lifetime, and I will be forever grateful to my brother and his family for their hospitality.